Michigan got its quarterback, Shea Patterson, a transfer from Ole Miss, announced today he's joining the Wolverines. Patterson visited Ann Arbor this weekend. He's the former #1 ranked QB in the class of 2016 and would be a junior next season at U of M. He still has to be cleared to play right away. Ole Miss is hit with sanctions that's prompted multiple players to leave the program.
How much of a game changer is this for Michigan as well as Ole Miss?
Massive game changer for Michigan. We know the one thing Jim Harbaugh hasn't had is a good quarterback, and albeit another third-place finish in the Big Ten East this year. If you paid attention to the show in July and August, no one was picking Michigan to win the East. It was a young team that was going to get through this year and then hopefully compete for a title in 2018. And Shea Patterson can throw the football around the field as good as anybody in the league.
Everything that I heard about Shea Patterson getting that waiver from Ole Miss and playing at Michigan, game changer is the words that I've heard, and it's a crucial season, obviously, for Jim Harbaugh and Michigan football coming off of last year's 5-loss disappointment. Is that an accurate description of Shea Patterson being allowed to play football this fall for the Wolverines?
I think it is. This kid has a terrific arm. The ball jumps out of his hand. His release is probably as good as there will be in college football.
Give me your college football playoff.
Oh, I got Michigan versus West Virginia, Alabama versus Clemson.
And then we do it as we advance out.
Keep going here.
Then Michigan's going to play Alabama. And then the dual threat quarterback, Shea Patterson, is going to give Alabama fits because we know Nick Saban has problems with those types of players. Michigan wins it all.
Go blue. Go blue.
Wow.
Take a peek. I got Alabama 1, Clemson 2. I got Alabama playing Washington out of the Pac-12. I left Oklahoma out. I think there might be a loss in there to keep him out. I got Clemson and Penn State. And I got Clemson advancing. I got Alabama advancing. We're not trying to go out on a limb. I'm just trying to pick what's right.
Yeah.
I got Alabama beating Clemson again. They asked me to pick what's right. That's what I
I fully expect Michigan to contend for a playoff spot this season. The narrative that this guy is underperforming at Michigan is media-driven, and it's false.
Terrible news from Michigan today. We get word now that one of Shea Patterson's big weapons, Tariq Black, is going to be out for a considerable amount of time, injured his foot in practice. And, Greg, I think about this Michigan team. We were talking about how, boy, these weapons now finally have a quarterback to get him the ball. Well, now that quarterback is missing one of the big weapons on the outside. How bad is this for Michigan?
It's not good. Have some guts here. I'm going to take a long shot. I'm going to take the team that plays the toughest schedule in the country this year. I'm going to take 14th ranked Michigan. And you know why I'm going to do it? Because I'm going to put my pride out on the table. And I think this is going to be the turnaround year for a team that's pretty loaded, especially on defense. Boy, I like Rashawn Gary. Every time I watch him, I like Devin Bush. I can go on and on about the players I like on defense. And I got to tell you, nobody ever talks about Don Brown, but he's one of the great defensive minds in this country.
I'll back you up on that.
In the left. But they have to play at 11th-ranked Michigan State and at now 5th-ranked Ohio State, and they get 4th-ranked Wisconsin at home and 10th-ranked Penn State at home. That is a killer schedule. That's way harder than Alabama's schedule. But if you get through it, and you win the Big Ten,
they'll be in. If that happens, no doubt.
All right. The most important game this weekend is
Michigan-Notre Dame.
Okay.
But Michigan, huge credibility season, I think, for Harbaugh. Winner comes out feeling pretty good. Loser comes out feeling terrible.
I've supported him, but we're in year 4. Okay, he's got to beat Notre Dame Saturday. Because then I'm up against the wall defending him. I'm like, okay, Colin, 4 years, all his player got an NFL quarterback. Like, this is the first game with Harbaugh. I feel as a defender, Jimmy, you got to line up and beat that team.
Now, I think that they can achieve everything that they need to this year, even with a loss Saturday night. So I wouldn't put myself firmly in the camp of they have to win this game because they can still go win the division. They could go to the playoff even if they lose this game. Certainly.
I think Shea Patterson is the difference maker in this game, and Michigan's defense put a tremendous amount of pressure on Brandon Wimbush, trying to turn him into a passer. Michigan wins this game over Notre Dame to renew the rivalry.
I'm going with the Irish. Wow. It feels like church today, baby.
Stadium to begin another season. And we start at the top as the Irish welcome the winningest program of all time. Who's a better passer than Wimbush, hops in the red zone at the 13. And he gives to Armstrong to the 5. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Jafar Armstrong for the first time.
Rusher.
You're not going to block him with a tight end.
No.
Alize Mack was there. Ain't going to work. 3rd and 9. Wimbush going up top, and it is caught by Mack, who took a hit to the head as well. Mack with the catch. Athletic training staff saw right away. Irish have picked up all 3 first down opportunities, and from the 43, Wimbush looking deep. Chris Fink down there. Fink, did he catch it? Yes! Touchdown Irish! Incredible grab! He mossed him. He took it away from the defensive back. The 28-yard field goal attempt, semifinalist for the Groza Award last year. Quinn Nordine, one of the better returning kickers in college football, knocks it through.
But when he lowers the head, that's a foul.
Wimbush off as well, so Ian Book is in, and he hands left side, and it is Armstrong to the pylon, and in for the touchdown. So a big mistake by the Wolverines, 5th-year senior. And Notre Dame, who's a doctor and does some sensational work as well. This kickoff is not fair caught. Ambry Thomas brings it out from the 3. Thomas had a good return earlier, and here's Thomas with a nice one. Still on his feet, and Ambry Thomas is gone all the way for a Michigan touchdown. Mega much-needed play for the Wolverines. In the meantime, it's Yoon from 48 yards out. His long last year was 49. Off in time, and Yoon knocks it through. So the senior from Nashville.
Run at point of attack for Michigan in a while. Creasing it.
Patterson's down. What if Patterson is feeling the effects of the hits he's taken and this long, humid night? Notre Dame making sure that they're all covered at the top of those 2 receivers. Here's Patterson inside Hickton in the end zone for a Michigan touchdown. Karan Higdon, who had 11 rushing touchdowns last year. Second down. Patterson in trouble. He lost the football. It's free. The Irish pick it up. Tavon Coney out of bounds. Ball game. Notre Dame will win.
I believe it was Jerry Tillery that got the hand in there to strip the ball. It was.
They had 3 guys.
Notre Dame beats Michigan 24-17.
Not the outcome we anticipated or wanted, but make no excuses. Give credit to Notre Dame and move on to the next week.
It's in the past now. We can't do nothing about it. We don't like the feeling of losing.
It's not the end, it's the beginning for us, so that's the way we're approaching it.
We have a long season ahead, and we still got everything we want in front of us.
Everything's still in front of us. We just got to go get it. Focus on this game. No more important game than the one we'll go down the tunnel to play this week.
Welcome, everybody. We are here in Ann Arbor at Michigan Stadium for the Wolverines home opener for 2018.
Backfield on first down, Patterson to throw, and he completes the pass to his tight end, Zach Gentry. Here's Patterson rolling out to his left, throws on the run, and it is going to be a catch along the near sideline, hauled in there by Oliver Martin. It's Higdon, has the block, has the hole, the first down, he breaks the tackle, makes the cutback. Here goes Higdon, gets tripped up, and he's going to be marked down at the 16.
Look at the fullback here, guys, Ben Mason, and watch him clear a path. Pulls around, and here comes Higdon, covering the ball very well, breaking tackles, and really being creative down the field. That's what the Michigan offense needs.
If you're the Wolverines. Patterson to McCune. McCune, the tight end, reaching for the end zone, and he's going to be just shy. Marked out inside the 2. Wait a minute. Now it's a touchdown. 17 yards. Down. The officials got together. Let's take a look.
It looked like Justin Tranquil got caught in the wash there. Nice hit to recover by A.J. Thomas.
Further review.
And he leans, but
the call.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Here on first down, it's the handoff to Higdon. Higdon has the hole again. Down the sideline. Higdon all the way to the house at the big house. 67 yards.
You see here, this is just an inside zone from the gun position. It was a wide open play, but Higdon with great speed, and he was able to outrun that defense by a long shot. But those are the type of runs that we need to see.
Yes, that's okay.
They said he's had one beat, one in his life.
Chase Brown taking the handoff, and Chase Brown's going to lose 3 yards on this. Play action. Wasik taking the shot. Looking for Eskridge. In the coverage. Nearly intercepted. Pressure coming. Wasik rolling out. Thrown over the middle. Dangerous. That's intercepted. Noah Furbush with the interception.
And that's the guy they want to blitz with. Bush is an athletic linebacker that can run east and west, and he goes north and south. Here, no one blocks him here, and John Wasik is running for his life, and he just throws it up. Bad mistake by Wasik, but good job by Bush allowing pressure on this quarterback and forcing him to throw an inaccurate ball. And there you see a big play.
So great starting field position after the turnover. It's Higdon again on the carry up the middle. This guy's having himself a first half. They give it to him. Why not stay with the run? What's going to lead to? Another touchdown. 27 yards. This time for Evans.
You see here, inside zone that Higdon has been hitting all game long. Just great footwork, keeping the ball tight, staying close to that offensive line, and allowing himself to get going north and south.
Showing blitz. Here comes Winovich. And Winovich is there in on the tackle.
Oh!
Scooped up! Back the other way and tackled at the 24-yard line.
It's huge. Great job by the special teams. Here you see they have to stay with that wedge a little longer, but unbelievable job here by this Michigan special teams, and way to be aware of scooping the ball and trying to get as many yards as you can. But you cannot have blocked punts. Special team plays is huge for this Michigan team right now.
That was Hudson that came in and blocked it.
Patterson now in the shotgun from the 14. Patterson dumps it off. People Jones diving for the end zone. He's going to come up short. Evans is in with the fullback Mason. Evans, flag is thrown. Evans stays on his feet, is in for the touchdown. Wasik will keep it. Wasik, he takes the hit. Let's see where the mark is.
Courage.
The mark from the near side says no. Play action. Patterson taking the shot to the end zone. Touchdown! Nico Collins. There it is. A wide receiver touchdown. 44 yards for Nico.
Matchup. Great play action pass. The run game set this play up. Here you see Nico Harris just literally run a pump and go. Confuses the safety. Shea Patterson with the unbelievable throw there.
Bellamy's not going to shed that tackle by Lavert Hill. Patterson facing pressure, rolling out to his right. He likes to do that, and he gets his receiver coming back. As Donovan Peoples-Jones for 15 yards. You said it in the open. He loves to roll out to his right.
He loves scrambling and throwing on his right. This is not an easy throw by Shea Patterson.
Bellamy gets stuffed at the line. There's Devin Bush. And down at 5. Another good run here by Evans. As Evans will take it down to the 24-yard line. He gets 18.
Now, he is not the tackle breaker for this Michigan offense, but watch how many tackles Evans breaks. It's like 4. 2, 3, 4.
Wassink on first down, pressured, and he gets sacked. Rashawn Gary.
Here you see Rashawn Gary right here. This guy is going to beat the left tackle. He may be still injured, but Rashawn Gary is very relentless. Great hands, use of his hands there, get to the quarterback.
For the Lobos, 2nd down and 10. Here from Michigan, Evans straight up the gut. Evans with a nice cutback, gets a block. Another big play by the Wolverines.
Good job here by Chris Evans. Just a read option here. This offensive line doing well. Gentry coming back, making a key block. Chris Evans with great footwork heading into that secondary. Had some big catches last week with wide option.
Patterson to the corner. Peoples-Jones, touchdown.
Put the ball only where Peoples-Jones can catch it. Here you see he's looking at him all the way. He knows where the ball should go, and Peoples-Jones makes a good catch, gets his foot down, and unbelievable ball by Shea Patterson.
Hand off to Chase Brown. Nice move. Brown, he cannot escape Devin Bush and Josh Ross. Wassink setting up the screen. Chase Brown not gonna have it. Brad Hawkins is there. Another loss coming our way.
Arms up, Petros.
Patterson keeps it, and he's got the first down. Runs out of bounds at about the 47. Wassink threw behind his receiver Watson. And now it's Dylan McCaffrey in. And on the first down, he hands off to True Wilson for the Wolverines today. McCaffrey keeps it. McCaffrey says, hey, I got the height and the speed. Come on.
Feet against him and playing fast.
McCaffrey rolling out to his right. Throws. Completes the pass. Diving to the end zone. Touchdown. Jacob McCurry.
On an out route and making an unbelievable catch, unbelievable play, making the defender miss, getting into the end zone. Good offensive series there, led by McCaffrey.
3rd and 9. Wassink, pressure. Wassink goes down. Jordan Anthony able to take down John Wassink. Brandon Peters now in at quarterback. And True Wilson. You can hear the fans yelling True. As Michigan, number 21 in the country, defeats Western Michigan by the score of 49-3.
The throws Shea made were the one he made to his left, throwing to Oliver on the boundary, being chased. I mean, that was a high level, unbelievable play. And he had several others. A touchdown pass to Donovan. That really stood out.
Patterson off the play fake again. Good protection. Patterson throws on the run, almost intercepted, and then it's caught for a first down. Deflected off Denbo into the hands of Oliver Martin.
That's why Trevor Denbo's not a wide receiver.
On 2nd down. And the give is to Jones, and Jones going nowhere. There's Winovich again.
They're looking for a play from him.
There he goes in motion on the jet sweep. Thomas got a block to the edge. He's got great speed. Turns the corner and just nudged out of bounds. Running back. We'll see if he gets any snaps at all today. Patterson with good protection, floats it high, and a good grab by Gentry, and Zach Gentry all the way down to the 25-yard line.
I want you to look at this protection. It is excellent. He's got a lot of time. Nice job of picking up the blitz. Nobody in his face whatsoever. Gentry down the field, and I don't know, he should thank the 30-yard line because it tripped up that defense.
2nd and 10 for SMU. Off play action, they try to set up the jailbreak screen and nowhere to go. Full speed. 2nd and 6, pressure coming. Patterson in trouble, able to get away, and Patterson going to make something out of nothing. Pressure up the middle again. Patterson hit as he throws. It's caught by his tight end, Zach Gentry.
Nice
and a first
throw.
down to the 25.
Too bad. He stays underneath, and to make that ball go over the top. And the ball was exactly where it needed to be. Really well done.
From his tight end spot. From the 27, Patterson on play action to the sideline. There's Perry, and Perry to the 15.
Backers need to get a little deeper. You don't crowd yourself in this situation.
The fullback into the end zone. Ben Mason, touchdown.
For a reason.
They fake it to Thomas. Good protection. Patterson over the middle. He's got Peoples-Jones, and Peoples-Jones dives for 6.
He comes from the other side. You can see him right here in the middle of your screen. He's running a crossing route. It was cleared by the tight end. Did a really nice job.
Pressure coming. Hicks in trouble. Hicks is sacked. Carlo Kemp. You out of timeouts. 4-man rush. Pressure coming. Hicks in trouble, and it's Winovich who got there first again. Michigan bringing extra. Hicks throws, intercepted by Metellus. Metellus to the 40, and room on the sideline. Metellus to the 30, got a block. Metellus cuts. Metellus at the 10. He's going to go in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Metellus he got a great jump on that thing, but I think I want to see Hicks's eyes. And it looked to me like he eyeballed it the whole way. And so when that happens, the corner is in a great position, especially that time because it's long yardage. He's looking to play from the off position, not up real tight. Then does a nice job of the return.
Pressure up the middle again. Patterson in trouble. Patterson able to find his tight end, Gentry, and Gentry's got the first down. On first down, play action for Patterson. Over the middle to Wilson and back into SMU territory at the 45. New set of downs for Patterson. Patterson wide open. Gentry again. First and goal. Complete tight end. He looks it today.
Yeah, you can see him right here, number 83. And so what they're playing a zone. So all he has to do is get on top. Good read by Shea Patterson.
First and goal at the 7. To the air again to Peoples-Jones. The catch, the touchdown. What a play by Donovan Peoples-Jones.
B. And that was the back shoulder. Watch this. Good body part awareness. Oh, exceptional.
Prochet in trouble, and Prochet tripped up at the 24-yard line. Good tackle made by Joe Hewlett. On first down, nothing doing. Right into Carlo Kemp's arms. It's SMU drive. And nothing doing. Winovich again. Stanks. And now the onside kick. And it's covered up. Nicely done on the coverage. Patterson with time. Patterson looking deep. He's got Peoples-Jones for the 3rd time today.
But there should have been some coverage there. Looked like it was. Well, he didn't get any depth. That's what happened. Yeah, I want you to watch number 14 after this. To 6. He's going to turn around.
At the 7. Swing pass to West. West met and driven back by Devin Bush.
Yeah. What?
Evans with a big hole,
And Evans into the secondary. Evans caught from behind at the SMU 45.
He got a little hitch in his get along because it looks like if he would break out to the opposite side instead of going, yeah, you see how he pulled up right there?
Right. So True Wilson back in at running back. And Wilson with the carry. With a blocker in front and Ruiz, and Wilson fighting his way for the first down. Look at Ruiz out there throwing a little muscle around.
Just a freshman. He's played pretty darn well.
Oh, Monet waiting for Braden West. On 3rd and 4, Patterson with pressure.
Nothing outside.
Patterson going to try to run for it. He's got the first down and more, and Patterson down at the SMU 45.
Just take the green. Take all the green you can get. He makes that decision right here.
2nd down and 6. Samuels with a hole. Samuels into the secondary. And Amari Samuels sets up Michigan 1st and goal. Going to go at the 9. They fake the give to Collins up the middle to Wilson. Breaks the tackle. Wilson in for the touchdown. And the cherry on top for Michigan.
3. Just good physical running. He takes the hole. Onwenu gives him a nice run right there. He took the hit, and I love the way he finishes this run.
Ooh. What a hit. Perfectly legal. On 4th down and 5 of the 19. Hicks with time looking for Prochet. The pass is incomplete. No flags. Game over. Michigan wins it 45-20. The Wolverines now 2.
Really, I have a lot of respect for Scott. Really impressed with what he's done as a coach, what he did as a coordinator at Oregon. I had a chance to compete against him there, and when he was at UCF, and really one of the bright coaches in our profession.
He's a good coach, obviously, and his teams play hard. I know that. They're going to be well coached, disciplined, and play hard. And listen, we hoped at the beginning of the season to go into this game with a good record. It hasn't turned out that way. This one's going to be more of a challenging game than the 2 we've played so far. This team's considerably better, in my opinion, than the 2 teams we just played and didn't beat. So this is a huge task, and we're going to have to play a perfect game and get a lot better in a week.
The Maize and Blue make their way out onto the field here in Ann Arbor just moments ago before a packed crowd of over 106,000 strong. A Maize-Out Day. So much history. 16 combined national titles. 6 Heisman Trophy winners. They even shared a title back in '97. This is what Big Ten football is all about.
He'll have a track on him.
And you see they're playing quickly. Option towards the boundary. Bell's in trouble. And taken down. 1st and 10, Nebraska.
Nice. Oh, he
tipped into the air. Could it be? Yes, it is. Picked off. It's Josh Martellus. A touchdown here, Spencer.
Well, what did yesterday Don told us? He says, I want our guys on this side of the ball to be extremely athletic. But again, if that ball is not tipped, that's a sure touchdown.
Higdon remains the setback. A quick burst. And a big play. Ushered out of bounds.
Timmy, when you look at all of the bodies that are able to affect this play, I'm looking at what's happening here on this inside. You got a couple of guys. Eric Lee Jr., number 6, is in his hip pocket. I was looking at the angles, and we asked Coach Chen just yesterday, were his guys fitting them up nicely? The run fits are going to be so important against this front. They've got to do a better job of fitting them up.
Also quite high, above 60%. Out of the eye. Higdon dots it. Mason up front and in. Power touchdown, Wolverines. Pressure off the edge, and down goes Martinez. And it's the Viper for this half, Jordan Glasgow, who's sitting the first half because of targeting a week ago.
Clink is usually in that position, but again, number 29, who actually blitzed a couple of plays ago, just came up short, unabated to the quarterback. He's
programs amazingly similar and dominating. just as Higdon is in the ground game. Look at him go all the way. It is touchdown.
Respectively, look at these guys too. The blocking on this left side, it just looks like a power pistol kind of formation without the back in the back. He comes across the formation, gets up vertical, and then put both defenders in his hip pocket. Got to get after him, guys. That's just want to right there. They're lining up quick, trying to go tempo.
3rd and 3, Martinez in trouble. Well, he rolled right into Rashawn Gary.
They are able to beat you. You can see the pressure coming from outside here. Look at the vision in his eyes to be able to see and reach and not get hooked. His eyeballs are focused where they need to be.
Best as he could. I thought it was a good no call.
Nice inside blitz here.
Yeah. Bingo! There's your man, Zach Gentry, right on cue. A first down, Michigan has
delivers. The pressure's going to come from depth here inside, but watch the quarterback on the game and the twist and the deal. He stands in there, sees his tight.
Otherwise, I'm not going to go.
That unbalanced look again. They've been having success with it all day.
True Wilson. And you hear the true. Mason the setback. Wide open, untouched, touchdown. His 3rd of the year, his 2nd of the day.
This is just man blocking up front. Again, 2 tights working here and outside. That's where the pressure's coming. Even though you feel those gaps with bodies, this is really about being physical and running.
Receiving yards coming into today's game. Maurice Washington is in the backfield. And look at that defensive recognition. He is back deep. Really taken off the bounce. Oh boy. Wow. And look
what
at
a mistake.
Recovered by the kicking team. The ball becomes dead at that point. 1st and 10 Michigan from the spot of recovery. Got a big deal. First down.
Here's Nordine to try from 50 yards away. Wow. Well, he's hit some big ones, risk, high reward, and yet they're amazingly consistent with it. Martinez staying strong in the pocket. Now it breaks down, and down he goes.
Defensive play by this group.
Higdon the setback again. Play fake for Shea. Patterson finds his man Nico Collins.
Wow.
Talk about a receiver improving.
It's thrown on a dart too. Again, gets press coverage. Man coverage, release inside, gets him in his hip pocket despite the tug on the jersey.
The eye. Well, he ran right into the safety Aaron Williams and bowled him over when Shea Patterson was there. So they had knowledge of one another. Patterson, wide open, touchdown, Gentry.
Back there, and again, this is a size and hand advantage. Number 1 tight end does a nice job of creating separation, putting that right hand down, and Gentry. This regular week that the players have to play.
10 penalties last week. Blitz again, Martinez in a world of hurt. Winovich takes him down.
Right up the gut, and it's going to eventually come through here. You'll see him. There he is, number 12. Forces Martinez to go the opposite direction. Chases in close to him.
You begin to wonder, this deluge coming from the Michigan defense, how much longer can you afford to keep Martinez out there? First down. Hit down. Well, you could take a Mack truck. I mean a double wide through that hole. Falling down.
There's something to be said for tradition and great vision and eye running. What looked like old Hart, the old former Michigan running back, running through there, didn't he? Tremendous job of vision and seeing and running away from the pressure.
Want to break out Billy Taylor or Butch Wolfolk? You want to go that far back? Back in front of Higdon now on 2nd down at the 1. Bounces off one. Gets his way into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the day.
The guy get back there, so he mounted him to minimize the damage.
1st and 20. A wide receiver screen, and they're all over it. It's as if they know what's coming out of the Nebraska playbook now.
Nice call. Good
Martinez, but that was a smart play.
Correction. The second pass was a forward pass. There were 2 forward passes thrown during the down. The second pass is illegal. That pass was thrown in the end zone. Result of the play was a safety.
I got to give credit, Scott Alexander, the starting quarterback. Tristan Jebbia State, who knows what their record might have been coming in. That pass is caught by McCune along. And now suddenly, pressed into duty when really the coaching staff did not want him to take or absorb any more hits. There's Spielman in college football. High and tight to
Peoples-Jones, he's got incredible speed. And there it is. There it is. And there he goes. He will beat them to the pylon. Touchdown.
Position, but once he catches this ball, it's really about getting wide and getting width to allow everybody that funnel effect to happen. If you're covering, you've got to go to the point where he is. But then as you move away from it, the spin move again to finish it off. I mean, you can see the bodies for Nebraska, guys tiring out, Nears at home saying they're pouring it on. This is just the defense that they play.
Yeah.
And you run right in the teeth of it every single time. But he's around the line of scrimmage, Tim.
Zigbo runs right into the teeth of the defense. You're allowed to have, and he uses that information as best he can. Analysts, by the way, cannot coach the team, but he thinks about playing for Teddy Marchibroda.
It was one of the influences in his life.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He still thinks he can play. Nice crossing pattern to Oliver Martin. Have moved on and made as big a mark in coaching as they had as players, but they still think like players think. Here goes McCaffrey again.
Wow. McCaffrey showing some of that family DNA with the physical finish.
Hall of Famer both at playing the game and broadcasting the game.
Oh, nice separation.
Looping in, and there's Ronnie Bell. Ring up another Michigan.
Field, hand check, press coverage. We'll see who's going to win the battle. Turning, once he got those hips open after a nice chuck, actually helped Bell get down the field and create even more separation.
Bold coalition, and they went over Peyton Manning's Tennessee Volunteers. A blowout was the victory. You know, a lot of people looked at Michigan this year as a potential sort of Georgia of last year. That the potential was there, and I think in some measure, after this beautiful punt by Hart,
that's a nice pitching with here. State and Ohio State, that's what Jim Harbaugh has to overcome.
And I think that they're human too. Ozigbo. And by the way, we talked a little bit about Penn State, but only in Ames.
Gets to see the
he gets to see the wave. Yeah, Brandon Peters now is in the game at quarterback. Started here so often, and look at that run from Christian Turner. Just more of the same from Michigan. Missouri in some trouble this time behind the line of scrimmage. Our final score, 56-10 now.
How important was it for you guys to be physical against that particular team and their coach?
It was stressed a lot. Coach Brown, came in the meeting and he restated what he said last year about the game against UCF. Well, not last year, 2 years ago, about UCF. Man, like John said, we really took that to heart, and we wanted to make a statement like, when you say something, make sure it's true.
I felt great about the game plan coming in. Thought we had a lot of good stuff for them. We couldn't make any of it work. Give a lot of credit to them again, but we couldn't line up and run our most basic play and get 2 or 3 yards. We were in 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, or 2nd and 15 every time. Then they brought sub packages in and rushed us, and we couldn't protect, and we were on our heels the whole day.
Like you said, Northwestern, they win some of these games where they're expected to lose or get blown out. They're a wounded animal right now. Their back is against the wall, so Michigan really needs to come out to play because Northwestern usually shocks the world in sometimes games like this.
And a late ad, Northwestern to hang around against Michigan. Chance of showers, mid-50s. It's like playing in someone's yard. Hey, Northwestern, great facility. I've seen all the cool pictures. When are we cutting the grass? All right, not before Saturday. You made the list. Go get them, Cats.
And we're ready for Big Ten football as the red-hot Michigan Wolverines, ranked 14th in the nation, coming to town to take on a scrappy bunch of Northwestern Wildcats. 2nd and 6 at the 37. Thorson to throw it, drops it off underneath, looks like a bubble screen, caught. J.J. Jefferson with the afterburners. J.J. Jefferson down at the Michigan 1. That's a gain of 36. David Long with the saving tackle. First down and goal to the Michigan 1. Quarterback sneak. No signal yet. Touchdown Northwestern. The Wildcats drive it right down the field and score on their opening series to take a 6-0 lead. Second down and goal at the 3. Moulton looking, touchdown Northwestern. Wow, what a start for Pat Fitzgerald and the Wildcats. Patterson, Higdon with room, and Higdon. His mom, Mary Ellen, is a middle school math teacher. His dad, Frank, is a Supreme Court justice in Massachusetts.
And not much you can do on that last play because
first down at midfield. Patterson, deep drop, looking. Patterson has a receiver, and it's caught. This time, Nick Eubanks. Here's the reverse. Peoples-Jones with room. First down, Peoples-Jones.
Well, you're going to get the defensive end. Watch Gaziano as he's going to get sucked inside. See how he gets sucked inside now? He doesn't have the leverage to get back out against an athlete like Peoples-Jones. Peoples-Jones last week took a punt 60 yards for a touchdown, and you see his ability with the ball in his hands.
Gain 25 there. First and goal to the 4. Higdon, touchdown Wolverines. On the board now.
Watch this block. You're going to get the block here and here, and that movement creates an unbelievable seam, and then you're going to get the fullback Mason. Watch here. Boom. That is a middle linebacker fullback collision. Michigan wins it.
For the Wildcats. Oh, he gets crushed. Guess who?
Ooh, watch Chase Winovich. He's just going to sneak again on the inside, and then he meets him in the backfield. Just bam.
Thorson backpedaling. Thorson in trouble, and he'll go down. Quiddy Pay.
Left, and as he's going to his left, watch the snap. He bobbles it, and then he starts floating over to the left, and at that point, he's right there for Winovich, and Pay just comes from the interior all the way to the outside and brings him down.
What a ball at their own 12. Patterson hands it off. Higdon, and a flag on the play. Higdon with all sorts of running room, but we'll see if this one will stand. Hart. End over end kick. Will it bounce back? And it will be downed at the Northwestern 5. Patterson. Short pass this time. Collins gets upfield.
Loading in last week's ball game, so they've got Khalid Hudson back on the field.
First down. Thorson just falls down. Thorson in trouble. Winovich again. I tell you what, now his technique is better. Perfect example on this play.
You know, it's pretty easy though when you're unblocked.
Shea Patterson to throw it. In trouble. Patterson. Oh, a burst of speed in the quarterback. With the stop.
He's looking over to his left. There's no one there. Great coverage by Northwestern. And right here, the decision to go. And he creates a lane and is able to get the first down. Excellent run from Shea Patterson.
Play fake. Deep drop. Patterson fires down the field. And caught at the 10. Great throw. Nico Collins with the catch.
And it allowed Nico Collins to run a kind of a double move. He's going to go out, and then he's going to come across. Watch this. Out. Now he comes across, and that's the time that Patterson needed.
He's 4 or 5 this season and has made 3 in a row. Make it 4 in a row. Third down and 7 at the 40. Thorson in trouble again, and he goes down. This time, it's Michael Dwumfor. A lot of pressure on the Wildcats offense
and
now.
This is just mano a mano here as Dwumfor is able to get upfield and get to the quarterback.
Northwestern punching up the line of scrimmage. Patterson again out of the pocket on the move. Caught this time. And it looks like a first down.
A fantastic job. He's the receiver in the slot. Watch how Gentry is going to get up the field, and at the end of the route, there's nothing going. Patterson breaks the pocket. See him come back, though? Gives his quarterback a chance to make a conversion, coming back to him on the sideline.
Back, 1st and 10 at the 36. Patterson delivers and caught at
at the 10-yard line. Nick Eubanks.
Because he brought him to that back shoulder. Look how close that is.
Quinn Nordine from 24 yards out. And good. Thorson to throw it. Over the middle. And incomplete. Woo! Some hard hitting going on. Green.
What are they serving? Barbecue, and you didn't invite me.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Oh, my goodness.
Thorson out of the shotgun. Thorson delivers underneath and incomplete.
Come back.
Second down and 8 at the 39. And Patterson runs it. He's got a first down. Patterson, quick feet out of bounds at the 40. But a flag on the play. Wow. Self-inflicted wounds. If this goes against Michigan, it will negate a 21-yard gain.
Looks like it's in the spot of some sort of formation issue.
Holding. Offense number 22. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
That's Higdon. 8 penalties, 80 yards against the Wolverines.
Boy. He was the one that got the fake. They called the penalty on Karan Higdon. This has to be a mistake. Higdon gets the ball, and he actually gets tackled right here and thrown down to the ground. How in the world is that holding on Karan Higdon? There's nobody else out there. What in the world is that penalty? That is a penalty from Mars. You've got to be kidding me. Unbelievable.
Thorson steps up. Thorson, and he's sacked. Great pressure by Michigan.
And it starts with the coverage. On the quarterback's left, nowhere to go with the ball. The quarterback's right, nowhere to go with the ball. And by the time he pulls it down and tries to run, the rush has converged, and they're able to get him down to the ground.
Got quick feet. Here's Patterson. Delivers. Oh, nice throw. Great catch. First down. Wolverines.
Terrific route by Gentry, who was basically kind of triple covered, but the throw was terrific as well.
Patterson in trouble. Breaks it back. First down, Wolverines.
So he's going to try to look over to his right, but there's nothing there. He's looking for Gentry. He doesn't get any space, and he gets flushed out of the pocket right away. And then it's just pure athleticism and vision, finding the seam and then making the conversion, getting a first down. Excellent play from Shea Patterson.
Patterson uncorks over the middle. Caught at the 5-yard line. Zach Gentry again.
Corner for Northwestern, but was just a hair late. You talk about a game of inches. And Gentry pulls it in, and they got first and goal.
Second and goal at the 5. Patterson to Higdon. Touchdown, Michigan.
Only 3 players on that side, and a mistake by the linebacker. He goes way far to the left in that formation.
Thorson out of the gun. Thorson scrambling. Thorson looks backside and sacked again. 5th sack of the game for the Wolverines. This time it's Kwity Paye.
I mean, this guy's just been a monster up front. Kwity Paye, he gets through the line. Now he's chasing Thorson. It breaks down. Now the speed from that defensive front 4. You got all of them in there, and they do a great job. Michael Dwumfor, number 50, flushes Thorson out of the pocket.
Mason. Higdon. No, it's Patterson on the fake and a first down for the Wolverines.
It's the same exact action that you saw for the touchdown. You're trying to get that tight end blocked across, and then everyone's selling out for the running back, and now it's just Patterson one-on-one with Montre Hardage, and he gives him a little outside juke, and then he goes right there. See how he goes inside to the left.
Clayton Thorson. He's got to get it to the end zone, and he's sacked. Wow! Uche with his 2nd sack of the game. 6 sacks for the Wolverines. And Michigan comes back after being down 17-0 to win on the road at Northwestern, 20-17.
Back to throw Thorson. Big pressure coming. He's gonna be sacked. Down he goes. Josh Uche, and the ball game is over.
I had to overcome some phantom calls and some just a lot of stuff. You know, one where he ran for 28 yards, and they called Karan Higdon for holding. Karan was the running back. He got tackled by their linebacker. That's the phantom call I'm referring to. That took away a 28-yard gain by Shea, plus 10 more yards on the for the penalty. I mean, I really thought so many guys you could tip your hat to right now, starting with Shea Patterson, the quarterback. I mean, tremendous job. Josh Uche, Chase Winovich. I mean, there's a lot of heroes in this one, but that was a great comeback win.
First of all, Northwestern is a really good team. I watched the game on the plane coming over here, Matt, and that was a major defensive struggle for both teams. But Michigan has serious problems, as you can tell. I mean, Michigan State, that's a game that Jim Harbaugh has not done well with. Penn State, you know the deal there. And the one at the end of the season, Ohio State looks unbeatable in the Big Ten.
And it's just the offense. The offense doesn't inspire much confidence. I mean, look, this is a team people thought was going to go to the playoff this year. They continually see
You could fall asleep watching the Michigan offense.
It is not up-tempo like the rest of college football.
From the 15 and on the ground, get used to a big load of Karan Higdon down the sideline, and it buys him much better field position now. Here's Patterson throwing on the run and completing the Ben Mason hurdles a defender, and he's taken down shy of midfield.
154-pound fullback. He doesn't catch the ball a whole lot, but you want to start fast. We talked about that, not starting fast against Notre Dame and Northwestern. This will get the sideline energized.
Pickram was the starter 1 year ago. Pickram will hand it off to Ty Johnson. Can't turn the corner. Stopped by Devin Gill from behind.
Bush have it in space. Watch these two guys run. I mean, it's sideline to sideline, and Ty Johnson's just not going to outrun him.
Hill back in there to throw. Under pressure. Can't have the sack, and he takes it.
And this is exactly what John Brown wants to do. He's going to bring pressure, and in this red zone fringe area, he wants to get you out of field goal range. So you have to understand that as a quarterback.
Higdon's the top of your screen. See if Patterson looks that way, goes across the middle. Hey, the field, whatever field it's been, whatever sport. On 3rd and 10, zips one across the middle. And it is Grant Perry.
This is what will make your coach have confidence in you, that, you know, you call a couple of plays on 1st and 2nd down, you take a shot down the field.
Of course, the 4-game redshirt will come into play as well. Here's Higdon, 1st down and much more to play. And more fun from the Maryland offense. Here's Kassoon Hill, and he's going to be dragged down from behind. It's Khaleke Hudson.
Football game for Khaleke Hudson. Here he is right here. He's kind of on the outside, and he's just reading it. Once he sees play action, he's unaccounted for.
Go to ESPN.com/Taco Bell to see how your school can compete. Here's Shea Patterson to throw as all sorts of time, and has a wide-open Zach Gentry.
This is what when you don't have the kind of receivers that you need to make plays down the field, you got to get your tight end involved. And Gentry, the former quarterback at 6'8", 260 pounds, is a great big target for Patterson. Leader of that offensive line up front.
2nd down and 7. Here's Patterson to throw, has all sorts of time. Airs it out down the field. Nico Collins. And a flag comes in. 2 flags fly. As Collins hauled it in with Tino Ellis on him.
To run out of the pocket. And as a result of just being patient and staying inside, he was able to wait for his receiver to get open down the field. Grease.
Defense number 7. Penalties decline.
Receiving yards, and he'll add to that. Root route, tomato. They're going to throw it. It's Perry, the throw. Underthrown for Sean McCune.
All week in practice. Here he's going to come around the reverse, and here's the tight end. That you work all week in practice and you throw it perfectly in practice, and then you get out here and you just pull the string. Would have been an easy touchdown for McCune. Great
behind Patterson. Give it to the big fella, and he's able to crash into the end zone. He runs through Trey Watson that time. Touchdown, Michigan. This player on Michigan's team. There's some of that toughness.
All right, Lee, you want to play linebacker in the Big Ten?
Not against him, I don't.
Try to take this guy on, huh?
3rd and 3. Patterson throwing across his body. It's caught! Touchdown! Ronnie Bell! The true freshman from Kansas City.
Here's Byron Cowart right here. That's who's going to hit Patterson late after this ball is released. Look at that ball. That ball could have been intercepted.
And some of this is on the Maryland offense. On the ground, McFarland can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, looks like they might have wanted to run that. And Hill will be dropped. Josh Uche.
Procedure penalties. Miscommunication here on 3rd down. Lucky that wasn't a fumble.
See how Michigan plays this. Patterson to throw. Maryland only rushing 3, and it's Gentry.
Expand the formation, get into an empty. That isolates Zach Gentry in the zone. It's just a 3-deep zone.
20. Patterson under pressure. Able to scoot away. Shea throwing on the run. And completing, it's Gentry. His 6th catch. For Ann Arbor. Fumble at the goal line. Ty Johnson will have to run it out and be brought back. What a mess for Maryland. Yard return. And he was lucky to get that 1 yard.
I'm not sure why Ty Johnson even attempted to field that, because, you know, when you kick that ball in the corner, it's a coffin corner.
2nd down and 8. Maryland on the ground with Fleet Davis. Nothing fleet about it. Pressure up the middle. Patterson, elusive. Throwing on the run and completing. It's Peoples-Jones. I guess he's fine. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Michigan.
Here comes Peoples-Jones on just on a little crossing route. And this is all Shea Patterson extending plays. Some acrobatics in the back end. He had a free rusher. This is what they get so excited about with Shea Patterson, his ability to create and to extend plays, and keeps his eyes downfield, gets the ball in the playmaker's hands, and he finishes.
Peoples-Jones leads Michigan in touchdowns and now has gone 4 consecutive games with a score. Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Unfortunately, he's not going to play in that game tonight because he's injured.
Patterson throwing and completing to Zach Gentry. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yeah. On the ground. Oh, here's Wilson. His timing is impeccable. They're saying true.
Well, listen, you make a trip to Normandy and you're thoughtful enough to do that. Bring a file back for your dad and give him some love.
Down's the last 4 possessions for Michigan. The other possession was a field goal. So they're getting points. Patterson to Jared Wangler for the score. Fullback on the receiving touchdown.
Mark the time out there. Here's the touchdown. You're Wangler. You got to avoid that defensive end. Nice job. And then make sure you get in the end zone so when you fall and catch it, you don't come up on the 1 yard line.
Right. And Mason are both in there for the 2-point conversion. It's Mason time. Making it look easy. Nobody wants a piece there.
Quarterback. No, it's back to Kasim Hill. Throws and it's intercepted. Brandon Watson. This could be a pick 6. He's in the 10, the 5. Brandon Watson goes the distance. And this one goes into the books as a Michigan victory, 42-21 as the clock.
Which team that started hot is destined for a disappointing finish? Anybody?
I think it's Michigan. I don't know that they necessarily started hot, but they're number 12 right now, and everybody's talking about them possibly in the college football playoff, and I just don't see it. 6 out of 7 times they played in the top versus a top 15 team, they've lost. They haven't, under Harbaugh, they have not won a ranked road game. And you know what? You got to be able to win big games for me to trust you, and they just haven't been able to do that. And they have 4 big ones left on their schedule. Today against Wisconsin, Michigan State, Penn State, and oh yeah, they got to go play Ohio State at the end of the season. I just do not trust them. That is a gauntlet they have to go through. And this is a team that has a lot of good players, especially on defense, but they have not risen to the occasion in big games, so I do not trust them down the stretch.
Shea's playing really well. I mean, I think that everybody can see that and notices that. Well, let me put it to you this way. My 7-year-old daughter, Katie, who plays no sports, doesn't want to play sports, doesn't want to be involved in sports, even Katie says the quarterback's playing very well.
Jim Harbaugh at the helm, Michigan 0-5. That doesn't speak to any jinx, just to Michigan's inability to finish big games. Can they change that tonight?
I can't let these two handsome faces down. I got to go Wolverines.
There you go. You're good. There you go. Gentlemen?
Michigan all the way, baby. Let's go, Wolverines.
Now they cheer it. Michigan! Hey now! How about that? You said I'm calling the game. I'm not allowed to pick. You said
it's a big upset in the big house. Give it a Benjamin.
They love you. They love you here. Let it hear in their face. Kenny Dean's coming out here.
Michigan's big house, a beautiful scene lit up in prime time on a cold and crisp October evening. Welcome to Saturday Night Football, presented by Wells Fargo. And tonight's Big Ten collision between the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines. Play action again. Patterson took a peek downfield and now again will scramble and throws on the run. He underthrew a man, but coming back was Higdon to make a catch. Take another look.
Ball underthrown. Pretty good effort by Ron Higdon. I think he did get his left wrist under there. The ball did not touch the turf. Heck of an athletic play there by the running back, who again improvised with the quarterback. He was just an outlet right in front of the linebacker, and then right.
Patterson from the pocket. Long throw. The catch is made by Oliver Martin. Quarter. Here comes the pressure. Hornibrook escapes, but he will be slung down by Devin Bush.
Right here, the center and the left guard, Dieter, they just let Dwumfor come right through the middle. Nobody picks him up, and Alex Hornibrook, it's tough enough to deal with this defense, even when they are blocked.
Possession came up empty with a missed field goal. And it's a keeper for Patterson. And Patterson shows the speed in the clear. Midfield. Can they run him down? Shea Patterson knocked out inside the 5.
You see pressure here. In collapses down, and a great read by Shea Patterson. They collapse down on the look to Chris Evans. Nobody's on the outside to contain him. They lose their way. You wonder with some of the inexperience if whether or not that may have affected the back end and their lack of run support. They were lucky to end up catching up to him.
Higdon finally did take the handoff after some hesitation and barrels into the end zone. But that drive all about the 81-yard run by the quarterback. It's a muscle for runs like this.
And Patterson looks at the in man on the line of scrimmage. He's not sure, and then he just ends up giving it to Higdon.
Got 9 on first down. Mishandled snap. Hornibrook turned to hand it off. Didn't have the ball. Hornibrook pressure off the edge, and they've got him. And the ball that came out in that previous play.
Shea has become the best edge rusher, along with Winovich. Just does a good job of disguising where the pressure's coming from. The offensive line goes, they call for a left call.
Moa, tough to move. Play action. Patterson takes a look downfield. Delivers to a wide open receiver. And Nick Eubanks, the tight end, is down inside the 30.
Van Ginkel right out here. Typically as a pass rusher, he's out in coverage and he gets confused. Right there, he decides to come up, and when he comes up, the ball goes right over top of him. Good read, good patience that time by Shea Patterson, and Michigan continuing to attack on the perimeter to get the ball into the hands of the receivers and tight ends for a touchdown.
Hard to come by. Play action on first down. Hornibrook lofts it into traffic, and it's picked off. Interception by Metellus, weaving his way inside the 15.
22, you'll see him off to the left. He's expecting Long to run with the receiver on the outside downfield. Instead, he comes off of him, and by coming off of him, he has a chance to make a play on the ball. It goes up in the air, and there's Metellus, a guy who has really been the catalyst for this defense in the first half of the season. The right place at the right time as a leader, comes up with that big interception. But
some field position before halftime, but he is driven back by Lottie to the 25. Escapes briefly. Peoples-Jones, a dangerous returner. And finally, they catch up to him and knock him down, but the Wolverines will take over in plus territory. Higdon hasn't yet got on track. Just 11 yards rushing on his 7 carries. They fake it to him, and Patterson looked downfield and now delivers a long throw, which is caught tight-roping his Peoples-Jones.
Knockins. All these routes downfield taking a long time. You can see how long it takes to develop. And Donovan Peoples-Jones, I think he almost started to give up, waiting for the quarterback to start to scramble. And an all-out effort there to try to knock that ball away by Burrell.
What a job to catch it. Higdon runs left, behind blocks. Come on, Higdon, in the clear, cuts it back, down in the red zone. First down, Michigan. Finally, Higdon gets loose for a big run.
Yeah, Bredesen, a left guard, will make a nice block. You'll see the right guard also pulling around here, Owenu. Finally, they're able to beat. There's a nice cutback there. There's the big guard that's able to occupy Pearson as safety. And that's the Michigan offense that we've been seeing. So give them credit.
Down attempts. Need a yard here. Evans still in the game. And it's a keeper. And Patterson stretches for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
See if he got in. Nice zone read. He's been setting that up. He's been giving that a lot. He definitely stretches out to reach into the end zone. The progressive pylon cam is untouched. Knee is not touched. Ball crosses. They're playing easily for a touchdown.
Peoples-Jones in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Patterson rolls. Looks for the end zone. And an easy pitch and catch to Nico Collins.
It's the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. He fakes that. Look at the backside with Nico Collins. Throws an absolute bullet right to him.
Touchdown run to there. 12 for 17 passing. Higdon breaks free into the secondary and bangs out across the 45-yard line as the Wolverines start to wear down that Badger D.
Boy, this nice job of the right side, getting some good blocks, opening things up, and then you'll see 5 Wangler coming around to be able to pick up a kick-out block, and that opened it up. Nice job again. This offensive line, we thought it might be Wisconsin's offensive line start to assert themselves in the second half, but really it's been Michigan's.
Productivity. Higdon tries to bounce it, breaks a tackle, gets a block, and Karan Higdon starting to get loose now as the Wolverines move to the 36.
Does a good job of staying in here and then bouncing it. He sets up the blocks by staying true and then gets to the outside with the vision. Brought the linebackers more into the middle.
Being looked at by athletic trainers, and now it's a keeper. Patterson in the clear again. Slips the tackle, gets a nice block on the edge from Collins, and another first down.
And again, zone read all night. They've been running now here lately with Karan Higdon, so right here, the collapse by the defensive end, Bond, he has enough speed to be able to get outside of him. So even though Bond was hesitant, didn't quite commit down, he still knew that he had the leverage and the speed to get outside of him, picks up a nice block next few series.
Cruikshank from the goal line. And the Wolverines pet him in and knock him down. Play clock at 2. And it's a play action on 3rd and 2. Hornibrook dumps it up. Intercepted. Picked off by Lavert Hill. Pick six, Wolverines. Three completions, 2 interceptions. That one by Hill, and the Wolverines are rolling.
There's a lot of traffic for this Michigan defense to work around, tight end at the bottom, bench wall. If he throws it right now, and I know that you have pressure here from Carlo Kemp, but look in front of him. If he goes over top of Lavert Hill, there's nobody in front of bench wall.
Oshak plowing. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on third down as Chase Winovich was helped out, and now it's fourth down, which is still in the driver's seat in the Big Ten West in Indy. A third down play, and Wilson charges out near midfield. Fresh legs, hungry attitude for the young back.
Coming in.
The backup from Colorado, and he keeps it, and he can run. McCaffrey, not quite Christian speed, but enough to score. And the Wolverines are pouring it on. A beatdown in the big house. 44 yards for the backup. And he gouged 44 for a touch.
McCune picks up a great block right there. And I love his instincts as a ball carrier. Just cuts right underneath that block. And then he outruns T.J. Edwards. And the big fella takes it into the end zone. Sweet.
First career rushing touchdown. They got a whole bunch of talent at the quarterback position, and now they're going to go for 2. Play clock at 2. Hornibrook backpedals and throws short of the goal line and nowhere near the goal line as prior that time. So
he got the message before the game started. They came out swinging.
Whole bunch of Michigan backups in the game. You saw Milton, who was in there earlier for a Wildcat snap. He's at quarterback now, and they get Christian Turner, the freshman running back, with a carry there. Milton in at quarterback, and he's dancing around, and Joe Milton shows the speed. Makes a man miss, and tightrope, still running. Every Michigan quarterback who runs the ball tonight just rips off huge gains. Now it's Milton's turn.
And I was going to say, they're sitting here working clock, but the quarterbacks are running. I don't know if McCaffrey was going to get a chance. This time it's Milton just freelancing. A play, again, designed to his left, picks up a few blocks. Doesn't go out of bounds. He's trying to do what McCaffrey did. He's trying to get that ball into the end zone.
111,360 in the big house witnessed a mugging as the Badgers, one of the great road teams in this sport, came in here and got manhandled.
Hey, first of all, hey everybody, Jim Harbaugh can coach.
Yeah,
oh my
how
God.
about it? Look at everyone back on the bandwagon for Jim Harbaugh.
Listen. Their offensive line was a mess, not anymore. You have the game of the week.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Michigan State is the game of the week in college football, and I'm looking at them. I got to tell you, Joel, I think they roll until Ohio State.
Okay, so I just saw Ohio State last week against Minnesota, and I've seen Michigan, even in a game in which they didn't play well. They were down 17-0 to Northwestern before they came back and won. From what I've both seen on tape evaluating both teams and what I saw live, my new favorite to win the conference is Michigan.
I think we could all use a break from the cliches that have been plowed so thoroughly on both sides.
I understood when I came back as the head football coach that how important this game was to our fans, to the state, and sort of went with it from there. We got a lot of players from the state of Michigan. They understand that as well. And so it becomes sort of ingrained in people as you go. And we just sort of point towards it and try and do our very, very best.
You remember when I told you guys that all the quiet stuff between Michigan and Michigan State, and I knew they still hated each other?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Watch this. This morning in East Lansing.
What is that?
Looks like a beautiful.
They do that every game.
Spartans.
Arm in arm.
Yeah. Michigan players were out there, so they're not going to back off of this.
They just walked right through them. one of the hottest games of the week for you here on Fox as the 6th-ranked Michigan Wolverines come into town to take on the 24th-ranked Spartans of Michigan State. Spartans get it off. Lewerke with time and incomplete. Felton Davis, the intended receiver, and he got decked. Josh Metellus delivering the wood.
And Metellus, while it looks severe, I mean, an incredible job of keeping his head down to the side, not leading with the crown, and not contacting Felton Davis in the head or neck area. That's a textbook hit. That is exactly what they're trying to get these players to do. Head to the side.
Michigan State, opening series for the Spartans. Lewerke, looking, Lewerke, scrambling, and he's sacked. Terrific job by Joshua Uche.
It's just motor time. Watch as he's trying to beat Cole Chewins, the left tackle, and he just keeps going, keeps going. Now he's going to continue on that route.
Patterson with time all day. And that one broke it up, or is it? And they're going to give it a catch to Nico Collins.
Makes. Collins is on his route. Watch as he's going to slips right there. Remember, we had all the rain, and then all of a sudden he goes all the way back for the ball.
And change directions. Patterson, deep drop, sets up, steps up, delivers. Caught on the sideline. Nick Eubanks, the tight end.
For Donovan Peoples-Jones, who I thought was open, but watch this throw. The ball placement up on top of the defender, right over the head of Khari Willis. He takes his tight end, Eubanks, up the ladder. Eubanks goes up and gets it. What a play there.
Patterson to throw it. Looking. End zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nico Collins. And that's the first passing touchdown for Michigan against Michigan State since 2011.
Ooh, what a
minutes and 56 seconds.
First, I want you to check out Shea Patterson as he puts his eyes over to the left side of the field, and that's going to open up just enough space. And then, as you see at the back end right here, now his eyes are going to go back to this side of the field. He sees that he's got space with Nico Collins, the big wide receiver, and he goes right up to his face mask. What do you do with a 6'4", 218-pound guy? Let him go upstairs.
He's such a talented player. 2nd and 10 of the 20. And they run the reverse. Here's Hayward, and Hayward dropped quickly.
Man, they're just so fast. They're so aggressive. This defensive line, the linebacker core, it's too tough to run away from Michigan. Anytime you get a defense that is fast like this,
play fake, screen coming up. McCune with room. McCune, first down, Wolverines. 4. Scott. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Higdon breaks free. Higdon still on the move. Picks up a first down. Gets down the sideline. Burst of speed. Cuts it inside and he's down.
Willikis was around the left side of this offense quickly. Number 48 has Higdon in his sights, but Higdon steps away. He gets that left leg free. Breaks another tackle deep. There's a little hat cam from our umpire in the middle of the field.
Lewerke serving, and he's sacked. 2nd sack of the day. Uche, he's got 2. 6th punt of the game for Tyler Hunt. He gets that one off. Donovan Peoples-Jones fields it. Tries to get outside and does. Peoples-Jones cuts it in, and he's at midfield. Hayward, the deep man. And this one will begin at the goal line, and they'll run it Wildcat formation. Hayward, and he's dropped for a loss. Patterson will hand it off to Evans, and he swung, fumble. Spartans have it. Brandon Boyer-Randall with the recovery.
There he is, big Raequan Williams. See how he comes in with that right paw. He gets it, and then 26.
They pitch it. The reverse. Lewerke's open. Touchdown, Spartans. Down Stewart. sends it away. And Brown picks it up. Brown gets outside and lost it. Michigan has it now.
Watch here, it's going to come to your screen right now. There's 29 Glasgow. He's the one that trips him up and kind of knocks the ball out. Hewlett comes up there and then recovers the ball. Fortunate bounce. See how he just gets his elbow, and because of the rain, that slick football next to that jersey.
Patterson underneath, and it's caught. Patterson under pressure. Finds Perry. First down, Wolverines. Quentin Ordine.
So they're going to have to gain a lot more positive yards. Watch as Perry then falls behind that route concept.
First down for Lewerke and the Spartans. Scott. And Winovich just wraps him up. L.J. Scott. And L.J. Scott met at the line of scrimmage and knocked backwards. Patterson. Winding up. He's got a receiver. Peoples-Jones down the sideline. Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Wolverines. 79 yards.
Back to throw. Looks. Throws. Throwing deep down the right sideline. And it's caught. Over the 50. Down to the 30. It is all the way. Touchdown. Michigan.
That's the shot we've been waiting for.
The Wolverines get the big, big home run ball. Patterson to Donovan Peoples-Jones. He runs by Trey Person, 79 yards.
Patterson. Now he'll dance. Looking. Throws. Oh, caught! What a catch by Zach Gentry.
There's no foul for illegal touching. The ball was tipped. First down, Michigan.
It's intended for Nico Collins, and then when it was batted up into the air, or excuse me, Donovan Peoples-Jones thrown a little bit behind him. I mean, so fortunate that that wasn't picked off by Joe Bocci Jr. And then Gentry, right place, right time, and he's right there to go ahead and make the catch. That left foot was establishing him back in the field of play before he touched that ball. So
Higdon, following his blocks, picks up a first down and more, secures the football.
About Gentry, watch this. He's going to mash down that left side of the defensive line. That's Willikis, who's caused him so many problems, and that's what opens up the pulling tight end, 84, Sean McCune, and McCune gets another block, and Higdon's able to wiggle through.
Ben Mason, the power back in the backfield. Patterson keeps it, picks up the first down. Hits the sideline, covers himself up, and is down to the Michigan State 30.
From Patterson, watches his eyes are going to go all over the defensive end. Bang, Willikis is down low, and now Patterson's going to find himself all the way on the edge with a great read, exactly like last week against Wisconsin. When they needed a big play, it was Patterson's legs.
And the handoff, Higdon still moving, power running today. Higdon. No, it's Patterson on the fake. Patterson down inside the 10-yard line.
Has been tremendous. Watch this fake. Great look right here. He's looking right at Kenny Willikis, and he looks down the line of scrimmage as if, oh yeah, I'm giving it down there, and then boom, he's out to the left and uses some of that speed.
Second and goal at the 5. McCune, the motion man. They hand it off. Mason, touchdown, Wolverines. Ben Mason.
Offense.
We've got this mash down, and then this tackle's going to get up. Bushel Beatty, bang, he's going to get the linebacker, and now it's hats on hats, and Mason finds the seam, leaps over a little bit, and finds himself in the end zone.
Hale coming down now, and Lombardi is roughed up and slammed. The pile drive by Devin Bush.
The way in Lombardi's face.
Third down and 13. Lombardi steps up, sacked again. This time it's Michael Dwumfor.
Beat him on the outside. Dwumfor at the defensive tackle position. Just a little outside move. Gets back to the quarterback and in Lombardi's lap.
Lombardi under pressure and incomplete. Michigan State will turn it over on downs with 1:12 remaining. Final play of the game and it's over. 21-7 Michigan comes to East Lansing and defeats the Spartans. The Paul Bunyan Trophy will head to Ann Arbor.
The final from Spartan Stadium, Michigan 21, Michigan State 7.
All that celebrating, all that talking they was doing before the game, all that, they just fueled the fire, man. We love that, man. We love that shit, man. Excuse my language, but this is what we do, man. If y'all want to talk that talk, we can walk that walk. You know? And we came out here with the dub.
That touchdown you had, you made one guy miss, you made the catch, and you made the difference today. Could you feel that the tide turned once you got in the end zone?
The tide has been turned. The tide turned last year when we lost. That's all I got to say.
I openly, in the public, called it a revenge tour, called them out, said they were next. We came in here, slashed their field before the game, and we still came out here and just got after them every single play. Sometimes your little brother starts acting up, and you just got to put him in place. Like they tried, they gave it their best, it just wasn't enough. Our guys came out on top, and we're just going to continue to work and try to get better and build from here.
Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail to Michigan, the leaders in best. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. Go Blue!
Michigan has stewed on this rivalry for a year. They took care of business on the road, and if you look closely, the grins may be a little wider than normal.
I mean, our team never blinked the entire time. They played hard, they played smart, and from the pregame shenanigans, there was no backing down today by our guys. Well, I just heard about it. I didn't see it, but Dave was out there. He saw it, and apparently they were clotheslined. Two of our guys came out in their helmets. Lawrence Marshall just went up and clotheslined him. The old-fashioned clothesline, ripped off. One of their guys ripped off Levert's headphones. Total Bush League, and apparently Coach D'Antonio was 5 yards behind it, all smiling. So, I think it's Bush League. That's my impression of it.
There were some issues before the game today. Mm-hmm. The little brother line comes out again afterwards from Michigan players, and Coach Harbaugh said the shenanigans before the game were total Bush League, and Coach D'Antonio was 5 yards behind it, all smiling. I was curious if you had any reaction to that. I'm sorry?
You heard me. That's BS.
Okay.
You guys get your cameras out. It's all on Fox. I'm not going to go to that.
As I said, it's the opposite of BS. I know Coach said that was BS, but that's not BS. That's fact, and I think it's something now the two athletic directors really need to get together and talk about. But I'll go one step further and use Coach D'Antonio's words from a few years back. It's not a product of the team, but their program. And again, that's using his words, but that could have been an unfortunate deal. And I'm proud of our guys for keeping their cool and wait until the game to.
Look, the Wolverines are in great position now. They've got everything in front of them. They have Penn State this weekend. They've got Ohio State at the end. And Georgia, too, starting with this weekend against Kentucky.
Players said you showed them Penn State trying to score at the end of the game last season. You showed it to him once, I think, Quiddy said last week.
Mm-hmm.
What did you hope to get from that?
Well, I just wanted him to see it. It's not a good feeling. And we're all personally accountable for it. And you take the good with the bad, but you got to learn from it. And just wanted him to see it. Wanted him to be reminded of that feeling. I think the point was made.
Penn State and Michigan. Herbie's headed that game. He won't pick it, but you can.
Don Brown's defense, too much for Trace McSorley. I got Michigan winning over Penn State.
I got Penn State playing season record, and they're going to win tonight.
Strike 4.
New batters out.
The off week, Michigan wins it. The off week helps them.
Yeah.
Michigan takes on Penn State here at the Big House in Ann Arbor.
45 degrees and a swirling wind inside the Big House. Chris Fowler along with Kirk Herbstreit. We're going to see Penn State's offense challenge that Michigan defense right away. Wolverines won the toss and deferred. So Jake Moody to boot it away. On 2nd and 10, McSorley looks back to his left, and he'll be sacked right away by Chase Winovich, the Pennsylvania native.
Defense, he's right here. He's just going to fight through the right tackle right. The guard comes over just to kind of use a leg to try to hold him out. But Winovich has had a hard time sleeping this week. He is so excited.
Michigan brings pressure again. McSorley sacked by Josh Uche, and it's 3 and out.
Of blitzing, but they don't have to because of speedsters like this. Uche, 6'3", about 240, has come on and on this year. Anderson often look up.
Black not in the game. Higdon's got it again, and he's got room. And Karan Higdon banged down after a first down gain.
Garrett Taylor, nice to see him back, was set out the first half of the last game.
Higdon off and running into the secondary. Knifing deep into Penn State territory as Scott finally runs him down at the 15.
The linebacker play on the outside here and here. Watch the guards get up. Nice job. Awaynu gets up there. There's nobody left. The safeties are late getting down. Donovan Peoples-Jones actually picks up Garrett Taylor, and Michigan asserting themselves at the line of scrimmage here on the very first drive.
Patterson keeps it in, waltzes in. Michigan strikes first. It through, so Karan Higdon's 50-yard scamper, key on the drive, and Shea Patterson takes it the final few yards to the end zone.
And claps down on the inside run. Shea Patterson for the 2nd time on this drive.
Slot, motion tight end Gentry to the left side, and he gets the pass, and he's got some space, knocked out there by Koa. Play action fake, and Patterson takes a peek downfield, and now takes a shot, and Nico Collins comes back to make the catch.
Middle of your screen right here, the fact that he does not get deep enough allows him on 1st and 10, play action. You got to love the call, and see how Ford's late in getting there. The ball just a little bit underthrown because Nico Collins went right by the secondary and exposed. Metellus against Hamler.
Fumble! Sanders in the exchange. Winovich has got the football.
He's down on the ball, and Trace is looking out here on this edge. He wants to pull it out, but he can't get his hands on the football.
And that wall of tight ends in there. And Mason barrels for a first down. Patterson flushed. Looks to the end zone. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Well, this is a great throw, a big-time effort here by the Michigan offense to get this in the end zone, and they took advantage of a miscue by the Penn State defense. They had 2 defenders in the flat instead of getting one of the defensive backs deep to John Reed. Watch out here in the flat to the right side. You have 2 defenders right there. They both kind of hang out covering one guy, and there's just enough room for Shea Patterson to get the ball thrown over.
And Hamler will have a chance. KJ Hamler from the 6. Good job of the Wolverines cover team. They fly down there and hit Hamler at the 22.
Typical self in this game.
Again, takes off wearing that knee brace. And they're a 25% the last 4 games, and just no chance. Instant pressure. Uche and Winovich.
Side, he's going to move around like this, and this is just speed by Winovich on the outside. but the communication up front's being challenged. The left side, you can see the twist affected them.
State, it's a good boot. Gillikin drives it, and Peoples-Jones has a crease, slips a tackle, and is knocked out deep in Penn State territory. Wolverines crowding the line. They bring pressure, and McSorley will be knocked down again.
And Hudson walk up late. Affects the offensive line's communication. Winovich is a factor. Gary, welcome back. He gets in there, but eventually it's Glasgow.
With that spearing the football. On 3rd and 6, Patterson keeps it and gets a first down.
He's going to read Simmons. Simmons is going to automatically make the quarterback keep it, but Penn State needs somebody to account for Shea Patterson. So the defensive ends the read. He takes away the running back, but there's nobody there to account.
Forcing punts on 3rd down. And another first down. Higdon off and running and is spun down inside the Penn State 40.
Ball, tight end McCune goes in motion. It takes Reed with him. When it takes Reed with him, it opens up a nice crease on that left side, and they were able to hit it. The offensive line on that left side typically is hat on a hat.
The game on 3rd and 7. Penn State shows pressure and brings it up the middle. And they get it out, and Evans has got space. Evans against Scott, and he'll be run out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Chris, watch him right here, but watch the wall that's created and the pick that's created by the 2 receivers. Seven's trying to get out there. Boom. The pick is there. No one's out there.
13th play coming up. And Patterson tosses, touchdown, Gentry.
That complements this offense going here. He's going to show it. Linebackers are going to come up, and then right here, the tight end's going to sneak in right behind those aggressive linebackers that don't want Higdon to pick up yards. They start to chase Higdon. Look at that throwing lane right behind it. Levin's up, 36 is up. Nobody's back there to account for the big tight end.
Stevens looking to throw against the 4-man rush. Will now take off and then flips it right into the hands of Brendan Watson. Watson headed down the sidelines. Still going. Wolverines pick 6. Pick 6, Kirk. This is the 4th for Michigan this year.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where Stevens wants to go with the ball. He kind of throws it between 2 wide receivers right to Watson, who's one of the better coverage guys on this defense. I'm going to try to maybe take a peek to see if that right foot stayed in bounds.
Good drives. Peoples-Jones back to the 21. Gets a couple blocks. And Donovan Peoples-Jones still weaving his way through Penn State's coverage team.
Evaded by their pass.
And Patterson again, play action, downfield shot. Black caught, touchdown. Welcome back to Tariq Black. There is a flag down near where the pass was thrown. Will it nullify what would be a sweet moment?
Holding. Offense, number 83, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Oh, they wanted to give Tariq Black, who had not caught a pass in more than a year. They wanted to give him a moment there, and Gentry's hold will nullify it. And the fact that that foot has healed. And now Evans breaks free into the secondary. Evans with a stiff arm gets the corner, weaves his way down into the red zone.
This 4th quarter, and it's Penn State defense. They've been out there. They've been asked to play a lot these last 4 weeks. A couple missed tackles. Evans, to me, is a great change of pace. When
comes in motion, they fake it to him. Patterson stutters, steps. Patterson hammers down, 1st and goal, Michigan.
Watch how efficient he is. Watch how Scott Ford has him right there. I mean, you're not looking at Shea Patterson, who's just a guy that once in a while is going to pull the ball and maybe pick up 6 or 7 yards. You're looking at a quarterback that's gaining confidence each week in this system.
Out of the formation, Higdon at tailback, 2nd and goal. Higdon's got it and fighting, reaching, touchdown.
They put 3 tight ends in those last 2 or 3 plays and kind of went with a lot of different formations. That
as Moody drives the kick to Hamler at the 5. And he'll be knocked down short of the 20. And delivers. Intercepted off the deflection. And the Wolverines are run out inside the 20-yard line.
Bowers is open. Watch the location of the ball high. Off of his hands, high and behind. And when you're high and behind on an outcut, there's a chance that the ball is going to go up into the air. That's exactly what he did. And Don Brown, so excited to see another interception for one of his cornerbacks. Brandon Watson had one earlier, and Long comes up with one now.
For Long, the first pick of the season. Again, he's rarely challenged. The 3rd of his up, but I like what you're thinking.
I'm just saying, wouldn't that be a matchup?
McCaffrey keeps it, and the big fella banged out. It'll be close to the goal line. Evans behind Mason. Touchdown. The lead is 6 scores for Harbaugh's crew. Stevens is out there. I share my admiration for the Nittany Lions quarterback. Not if the Wolverines can help it. Play action. Stevens is chased and sacked. Khalil Hudson.
Disguising it, and then he just sneaks in. Again, the pressure, the edge pressure, too much for this Penn State offensive line.
This is a sweet victory. The revenge tour has claimed another victim. An emphatic payback game as Harbaugh and Franklin make their way toward midfield in a handshake. See if it's a warm and fuzzy one. Doubt it. Quick pat in the back. Harbaugh's crew got exactly what they wanted except the shutout. 42-7. Michigan takes a step closer to a Big Ten title and perhaps a playoff bid. Patterson, 6 different Wolverines score touchdowns. And they limit Penn State to 186 total yards. Around to the big house. Wolverines win at 42-7.
Every week we take each game personally. I wasn't a part of the team last year, and I understood that Penn State ran up the score last year. And, you know, our mindset was just come out here and play the best game, and, you know, if we had the chance, we were going to run it up too.
The most impressive thing to me is Don Brown. I'm reminded of the old jingle in the 70s. When you said Don Brown, you said it all. He's the king. He's the king of defensive coordinators. He's so great.
First thing you got to do is you got to give Michigan all the credit in the world. Thought the environment today was tough. Obviously, defensively, they kicked our butts.
I want to say, I mean, our stadium, our fans, I mean, it had a different feel tonight. It had a, you know, it had like the old days. You know, it felt like that to me. Just an energized group of fans and student section, and you know, this was like a Saturday at Michigan in Ann Arbor. You know, the way it's supposed to be, the way I remember it. You know, at the very highest level. I mean, just that was an electric atmosphere in there, and you know, that's great. Gives me chills, and I think our team responded.
And today, under a bright blue sky, the Michigan Wolverines are in town to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Howard running back. Play action for Patterson. Pressure coming, and Patterson to the sideline. That's a catch. Pulled in nicely. Palm waist downs where you can have the whole playbook open for you. Martin gets the carry on the sweep, and Martin with a first down to the 40-yard line. Oliver Martin, the freshman from Iowa. Patterson, quick swing past Evans, and Evans leaving for the first down and trying to churn towards a playoff berth. As True Wilson on first down has a hole, and Wilson turning on the speed, caught around the ankles at the Rutgers 44.
Him will be an interesting decision for Jim Harbaugh to punt to in the second half.
Well, that's one we'll really be keeping an eye on as Patterson finds Zach Gentry for the first down from the 26-yard line. Patterson with protection to the sideline, caught by Evans, and Evans for the first down to the Rutgers 11. The running back, first and goal. Here's Higdon, and there's Michigan's first touchdown of the day. In at running back now on first down. Patterson, quick toss to the edge. That's Ronnie Bell, the freshman from Kansas City. Patterson to Higdon, and Karan Higdon with a first down by plenty. To the right of Patterson. He'll roll that direction. Patterson throwing on the run. It's caught by Martin, and Martin down at the 1. First and goal at the 1. Karan Higdon, second touchdown of the day. Blackshear motioning into the backfield. They'll swing it to Blackshear. Oh, is that read beautifully? Waiting for him was Brandon Watson. 22. Sidkowski under some heat. Swings it to Blackshear. Blackshear's not getting away from Devin Bush. No way, no how. Corsack in trouble, and it's blocked. A piece of that one, as it'll still get a good Rutgers roll. Kalik Hudson. Good protection. Patterson with all day, and wide open, untouched is Nico Collins. His easiest touchdown of the season. Touchdown.
Well, you'll see here, Deontay Roberts is going to drop into cover 2. This safety is going to go to the deep half, and one of these defenders has to get back to play cover 2. I don't know which one it is, but between Saquon Hampton and Damon Hayes, one of them busted a coverage.
Sidkowski, quick toss, good catch, and then dropped. Pacheco had it. Devin Bush made some contact, and Pacheco couldn't keep it in check. This year on fourth down. Sidkowski on the roll. In some trouble. Sidkowski goes down short of the first down. Five-man pressure. Patterson looking for his tight end, and there's that big catch radius you were talking about. Zach Gentry, first down.
Well, you mentioned that big frame, Kevin. He's able just to play a little basketball, body block Hampton, and coming into this game, he had 17 receptions that were for a first down or a touchdown.
To your effort, maximum effort from Rick Pizzo. Patterson on the roll on third down, flips it to Peoples-Jones. What a grab inside the 20, first down Michigan.
Evan, what a throw by Shea Patterson. Rolling to his left, gets his shoulder square, delivers the football just over the outstretched arm of Saquon Hampton. What about the body control by Peoples-Jones that time?
And down and 10 at the 16. Off play action all day for Patterson. Nobody open. Still looking. Shea Patterson on the run for the end zone. Fingertip grab and a touchdown by Oliver Martin. How about Shea Patterson staying alive until the freshman could break free?
To cover for that long. Look initially, there's nobody open downfield, but there's nowhere near Shea Patterson. So give the offensive line credit, giving him that much space, and give Shea credit.
On the worst end of that. Pacheco tripped up at the 44-yard line. Patterson facing a four-man rush over the middle to Donovan Peoples-Jones. That's a first down, and Peoples-Jones still fighting for yardage. We're going to move the pile all the way to the 35. Avery Young at the 22, and Young able to keep his footing for the moment, but in trouble and nowhere to go for Avery Young. Wildcat now, and on first down, that's a fumble. The mesh was a problem, and it's Michigan ball.
You have a tailback doing the zone read stuff, and you just don't get enough reps at it during practice. When you put in a little wrinkle here and there, you might run it 4 or 5 times a whole week trying to get those exchanges down. And Pacheco and Blackshear are not on the same page.
Go up top on the first play. This will be a run to True Wilson. And Wilson with a little hole, spins through a tackle, and has a first down to the 29, a 13-yard gain. Here's Patterson looking all the way for Nico Collins. A jump ball, and Collins wins the jump. Nico Collins.
Put some air on it, a little touch. Puts it on the back shoulder.
His kickoff, Pacheco from the 2-yard line. Pacheco had a good return negated by a penalty last time, and Pacheco thrown back a bit. Mr. Football in the state of Indiana as a senior. On to work on first down. He gives it to Chris Evans, and Evans through a hole. And now the speed turned on by Chris Evans, and he'll outrun the field for 6. Chris Evans, not even touched, going through the middle of the defense of Rutgers. And you see his speed on display as he's able to pull away. Possession from the 24-yard line. Art Sitkowski to throw over the middle, and oh, what a hit! Everett Wormley gets popped by Josh Ross. You could feel that hit up here. Watch it in the middle of the screen. Look at the drive. Face mask right in the shoulder. Ooh, that is textbook. 7 straight carries, meanwhile, for Isaiah Pacheco, broken by this pass for Sitkowski, and Sitkowski's pass intercepted by Ambry Thomas to put the cherry on top. And a 35 unanswered point streak closes the game for Michigan. They win at 42-7. Now 9-1 on the year.
I think I've put thousands of hours in this stadium and this facility. My favorite moment was walking out this tunnel for the first time.
And finally, our 2 captains, parents of running back and 2018 offensive captain Karan Higdon, Samantha Christian, and Karan Higdon Sr.
It'll be emotional. It'll be emotional, but it'll be a happy moment.
Higdon in the backfield. They give it to him. Higdon breaks the tackle, gets to the 30. First down, Michigan. Higdon remains in the backfield. Here's Patterson rolling out of the pocket, throws on the move, and he has Nico Collins, turns it up, and another first down. 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line. Higdon looking for the first down. He has it and more. Higdon inside the Indiana 30. 2nd down and 7 at the 23. And this time it's True Wilson. Wilson with a first down and more. Ramsey. And intercepted. Michael Dwumfor plucked it out of the air.
Some holds up front.
First down and 10 at the 41. And this time they won't go anywhere. Chase Winovich with the tackle. And they snap it. Higdon looking for the first down and has it. Higdon picks up 11 on 4th down and 2.
Well, here's the mistake. You're going to get 2 linebackers in the same gap, and it just is wide open for Higdon. They're going the wrong gap. Higdon's in the B gap, right on the outside of the guard right there. It's wide open for a first down.
Walker, and he will go nowhere. Devin Bush. Field with Patterson. Patterson underneath, caught on the move. Ronnie Bell. And Ronnie Bell taken down inside the 15.
Defense, that defensive front 7 gets tired.
Patterson delivers down the field, wide open. Nick Eubanks, touchdown, Wolverines. 41 yards. That touchdown, partner set up by the running game.
No doubt about it. Linebackers get up near the line of scrimmage, and that allows a tight end to go right down the field, and he does a great job of letting the route clear out in front of him, and then bang, he just cuts across the field, and it's going to be 6 for Michigan.
Patterson over the middle. Wide open receiver is Gentry. What a run! This kid's 6 feet 8 inches.
Here's the route. Watch as Gentry's going to get to the outside, and then he's just going to go right down the field, and immediately Patterson locates him as the safety was way to the left side of the field. Gentry did a great job. This is what is called keeping the width of the route. Don't go run and get covered getting next to the safety. He kept the width of the route.
Patterson drops it off. Oh, what a tackle. McCune with the catch, but Devon Matthews drops him immediately. 2 seconds.
What a stop for Indiana and Tom Allen, and he is elated on the sideline. Some mismanagement there by both the officials and the Michigan offense. The official dropped the ball while he was running in to try to spot it quickly, and as he tried to basically operate a little faster than he could, they were unable to get the ball snapped. You see the umpire talking to Jim Harbaugh. He said, I couldn't get it spotted in time. Sequence at the end. Indiana stops Michigan. Then watch right here. You've got a kick by Damian Willis. He kicks the ball away from the umpire, which doesn't allow the umpire to get down and spot it. Look how he goes down with the left foot. Now, the umpire has a subjective call to make there, whether that's going to be a delay game or not. But with his head down looking at the ball, he's really got no way of knowing the intent of that left foot.
Patterson over the middle and caught for a first down. Shea Patterson to throw to the sideline, caught, and it's Nico Collins. Patterson play fake. Peoples-Jones with the catch, and he runs a nice slant. Our formation for the Wolverines. Higdon, touchdown, Michigan. He picked up 20 there. 3 catches for 75 yards. Stevie Scott, fumble, and Michigan has the ball. Second turnover of the game for Indiana. Khaleke Hudson with the recovery.
And it was Kwity Paye with that right hand right on the ball. The big one coming off the turnover of their own offense.
2nd and 6. Ramsey out of the pocket now. And just throws it into the stands. And Chase Winovich is down.
He was being blocked on the outside by Brandon Knight and Simon Stepanak. There's Winovich, number 15, and you see he just gets kind of thrown down there, and he lands awkwardly on this left side, and then Stepanak lunged after him and jumped on top of him. That is not a good look from Stepanak.
Ramsey. And Ramsey sacked by Bush.
How about this? You're going to get inside from Rashawn Gary and outside from Devin Bush. And we've seen that a couple of times when those two elite players are on the same side rushing the quarterback. They've gotten home.
Patterson runs it. And he'll get out of bounds. Patterson. Out of the pocket. Patterson lofts it up. And caught at the 40. Zach Gentry. First down.
What a play. I mean, what a play. These are called scramble rules. If you're on the sideline to the point where your quarterback is going, keep going deep. Clear out so people can come in those vacated zones underneath you. And Patterson does a great job of keeping his eyes down the field.
True Wilson with a lane. Hits a corner with speed. First down and more. 4 carries, 33 yards today. And it's Evans with a stiff arm. Evans still moving. 33 yards away. And Michigan will take it. Stevie Scott, and it will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And here we go, some razzle-dazzle. And they fake it, but will not get it. Michigan ready.
From Devin Bush. Okay, so here's Devin Bush right there. And he's going to go all the way to his right. And now he's going to start to get around the center who's trying to block him, the long snapper. And then boom, right here, shot out of a cannon. That's the speed at the end, the closing speed.
Higdon, big time run. Karan Higdon. Patterson, first down. Patterson at the 20. Patterson out of bounds at the 12. And it's good. Ramsey option. Pitches it. Oh, what a play by Metellus.
Excellent job by Rashawn Gary. Watch number 3. He's going to play this beautifully. He's got his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. Then he chases the quarterback. What that does is that extends the play towards the sideline and allows the support to come up from the second level. And Metellus does a great job attacking that outside shoulder of the freshman back.
And there is an injured player. Targeting was the call.
Yeah, there was a targeting. I believe it was Berkeley Edwards is the player down for Michigan, and he was an up back. I believe that they're going to call this on Indiana, number 89.
This is a heck of a collision here.
No, it's not 89. He's coming in from the other side. 34 right there. Boom. Oof. 34 is Cam Jones, linebacker, freshman, 220 pounds. Let's hope that Edwards is okay.
Stays in bounds and finally tackled at the 30 after a 15-yard gain.
And it seems like big moments this entire year, whether it was Northwestern when they needed a big play or Michigan State when they needed a big play, they turn to their quarterback and the ground game that he provides. That
snap and good. Now 6 for 6.
How about the hold too?
Will Hart.
Hart's able to get this ball down, and he does the right thing. If all you can do is get it down, don't spin the laces. The laces are secondary. You just got to get it down, and he did the perfect thing. If he tries to spin that late, no telling what happens to the angle of that ball. So
Ramsey. And he's sacked. Rashawn Gary. 4th down and 12 at the 38. For Indiana, Ramsey out of the pocket. Ramsey lets it go and knocked down. Indiana will turn it over on downs.
You can argue there's playoff implications for both teams. Certainly playoff implications for this Michigan team. Oof. Can't wait, partner. I cannot wait.
Jim Harbaugh makes the walk across the field. Job well done against a very good Indiana team on this day as Patterson gives.
Michigan will win the football game.
Last year, man, I didn't even realize it, dog. That's so me, man. You're a hell of you my idol, man. You're my idol.
I'm so proud of you, bro. Love you, bro. Love you so much. Oh, we made it, bro. Yeah, we made it, bro. I love you.
Boy, last game. And you got 100.
This is huge for Harbaugh.
Yes, massive. I think that you can make a strong argument that
this might be, Colin, the most important game that he's coached since the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Karan Higdon hit the bullseye when it comes to bulletin board material today. The final question of the session was, would you guarantee a win over Ohio State the way your head coach Jim Harbaugh once did in his playing days? And Higdon didn't back down. Listen.
Would you go as far as Jim Harbaugh did and guarantee that Michigan will beat Ohio State?
Yeah, I do.
So there you go. So as if playing in the Big Ten title game and a berth in the national playoffs wasn't enough motivation, Higdon lit the match. But if you're going to do it, this is the week to do it.
Ohio State and Michigan meeting today. The Buckeyes ranked number 10. The Wolverines number 4. Both 10-1 overall. Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh brings his team to Columbus with big goals in sight. As was expected before the year began, his team is successful in large part because of their defense.
38, 405 yards passing, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Here's Haskins under pressure this time, and he finds his man. Olave, touchdown, Buckeyes. Haskins to the corner. Haskins, touchdown again. Chris Olave with his second career touchdown. Down and 10 at the 31. Haskins sprinting out, sets up deep, over the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes, Johnny Nixon. Patterson in the corner. Patterson, Nico Collins. Oh, what a catch. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he put it on the money.
Moody kicking it away to McCall. And McCall bounces off of his foot. And the Wolverines have it. Michigan with a timeout left. First and goal at the 9. Patterson drops it off. Wide open. Evans, touchdown, Michigan. Ryan Day, the offensive coordinator. Haskins going. Haskins caught. McCall out of bounds. Zone 21, K.J. Hill at the 20. And it's blocked. Ohio State got it. Blocked out of the air. Towards the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Down and goal at the 2. Weber in the backfield. He'd love to score against his home state team. Option, Weber, touchdown, Bucks. Patterson throws to the corner. Nico Collins goes up and has his second touchdown of the day. Adam against Minnesota at home. Golden Gophers gave him a run as they run it with Paris Campbell down the sideline. Watch out! Campbell turns on the juice. Touchdown, Buckeyes. 78 yards. They give it to him straight ahead, and it's a touchdown for the Wolverines. First and goal at the 1. Haskins throws, touchdown, K.J. Hill.
LSU, I don't think, is going to be much of a factor, and the reason is those 2 losses, and they're certainly not going to win their division, as Alabama's already wrapped that up.
Here's Haskins. Guns it. Touchdown. Wow. First down and goal at the 4. Milton running it to the corner. And he gets in for the touchdown. This game, on this day, belonged to Urban Meyer's Ohio State Buckeyes as he shakes hands with Jim Harbaugh.
As the Buckeyes get their 7th straight win over Michigan, 62-39.
Here in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A top 10 matchup. It is number 10 Florida taking on number 7 Michigan. Christian Turner, the true freshman, on the jet sweep, gets down the sideline. Did he stay in bounds? The officials say yes. That's a Michigan touchdown.
So I imagine they're going to have to take another look at this.
Wow. Talk about a tightrope. And it certainly seems as if replay is going to want to take a look at least 2, if not 3 of those strides to see if you can say he was out of bounds.
The runner's left foot was out of bounds at the 38-yard line. He 3rd down and 1 at the 38-yard line.
So some drama right away in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Michigan is going to go for it on 4th down. Leaping into the pile is Mason. Did Florida get a stop?
So here's another stretch of the chain. And he didn't get it. The Michigan Wolverines, thinking they were up by a touchdown, they turned the ball over on downs.
They want the deep ball up the seam, and it's dropped in perfectly, short of the pylon. So Evan McPherson, the true freshman, this one a chip shot from 21 yards.
And the Florida Gators have scored first today in Atlanta. It's Florida 3, Michigan nothing.
Oh, Michigan going to the hurry up here.
Oh, yeah,
they go no huddle. Patterson in the shotgun, looks, got time. Throws deep down the left sideline to Peoples-Jones. Or no, that's Nico Collins. He makes the catch at the 25. And the Wolverines come up with a big play. Good for 41 to Nico Collins.
First down, inside the 10.
They fake it, Wilson. They're throwing the fade out to the side. It's caught. Touchdown, Michigan! Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Touchdown if you execute. Michigan blocks the punt. And they'll be set up at the Florida 30-yard line. It looks like Jamarick Woods got it.
You just can't do it any better than that as he sticks his hand out at just the last second. You see the shuffle into it. And how many times do you see guys blocking kicks or blocking bombs?
Florida takes over, now down 10-6. 5:56 to play in the half. This is Felipe Franks with a keeper on the read option. He's got room. He's over the 50 in the Michigan territory, all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Quarterback draw. Felipe Franks, first down and more. How about the end zone? How about a Florida touchdown? Felipe Franks' touchdown run gave Florida the lead, and it's a lead they will take into the locker room at halftime.
Florida 13, Michigan 10. Wolverines with a first down. Here's Patterson on a play action, dropping back to throw. And Rain going the ball deep down the field. It's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on a pickoff, going to bring the ball back to the 20-yard line. Near sideline 30, at the 40, at the 45, to the 50, down the sideline, the 40. Still on his feet, going inside the 30-yard line. And finally coming out of bounds on the near sideline. What a play for the Gators, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Safety look that he's going to get his post route, right? You got this safety to worry about. Well, watch what Chauncey does. Look at where he's at. He's right here, and he spins all the way back around. He totally bluffed Shea Patterson. I can't tell you how good that is. And he knows patience-wise. He doesn't do it right away. He wants to make sure to really set that hook for Shea. Let him think that he's got that post behind him, and he spins around. Wow, you want to talk about awareness, Mr. Wischusen? That's about as good as it gets.
It's 4th down and 1, and it looks like Florida will go for it. Jet sweep. Kadarius Toney looking for the pylon. Reaches it out, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 5. Finds Pirine for a walk-in touchdown. A 2-score lead for the Gators. 20-10.
2nd and 8 from the 33. And there's the snap to Franks. He hands it off to Scarlett up the middle of the field. Scarlett with a nice run. Breaks the tackle at the 20, at the 15, to the 10, at the 5. Oh my! A 30-yard run. Franks is under center. Backs in an eye set. Here's a toss to Scarlett to the right. He'll waltz in. Touchdown! Gators!
Fade to Tariq Black. He's got it. That is a Michigan touchdown.
It was Shea. It was in the ear of everybody. And he backed it up. He backed that talk up with some dimes right there because he possessed the ball. Ooh.
3rd down and long. And Pirine gets into the secondary at 3rd and 20 and gets into the end zone. So now it's 1st and 15.
And here on the precipice of a 10th win this season, ending this year in the top 10 with a big block.
Michigan blocks the punt. And it goes through the back of the end zone for a safety. 34-15. Patterson tipped ball at the line, and it's intercepted. Gardner-Johnson to the house. Then Florida, with a dominant performance in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, they win it 41-15.